Hello everyone, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. And today I'm back with a video I haven't done in over 6 years, my top 10 all-inclusive resorts in Cancun. And a lot has changed, so it's definitely time for an updated countdown. And if you're looking for very quick and easy resort tips and reviews in under a minute, be sure to check out my Passport Pages Instagram, link in the description below. So I'm very excited to get this countdown started, so let's jump in and see which one makes it to number 1. At number 10, we have the Hilton Cancun. Located less than 20 minutes from the Cancun airport, not in the hotel zone, however, so bear that in mind. But this is just a very attractive property, beginning with their 715 rooms. It's a big property. And like most Hilton all-inclusives, they offer a great room variety. I personally recommend the Ocean View King on a higher floor, which would be floors 5 through 7, and you get great ocean views from your balcony. The room itself is very spacious and comes with mini fridge stocked with beer, soda, juice, and water, and snacks like chips and cookies, which are restocked daily. So very nice rooms overall. Dining includes 4 a la cartes and a buffet, although they have poolside food carts as well. More on that later. Dining does require reservations, plan accordingly, and some standouts include Maxal, their Mexican option, specifically for breakfast. Dinner here is unfortunately a skip, but the Chilaquiles station is my personal favorite, and the other must-try is actually the poolside food carts I mentioned earlier. They offer burgers, tacos, nachos, ceviche. The tacos are the best, delicious and convenient. Overall, the dining is okay, not great, which is honestly the main reason it comes in at the bottom of my list. So now let's talk pools. You'll find 2 big ones. The North Pool is pretty quiet for the most part, while the South Pool is their activity pool with a splash pad behind it, which is where you'll find most families, and it's just a fun spot with a DJ and daily activities, and servers are very good at coming around to take drink orders from guests at both pools. Kudos to them. The activity options here offer a good variety and balance for every age, with things like water aerobics, trivia, bracelet making, bingo, singing and dancing, and karaoke. And you can find their daily schedule by scanning the QR on your bracelet key or in the lobby where they post them daily as well. Nightly rates begin at $450 a night for double occupancy, or you can use 130,000 Hilton points per night. So overall, a very solid all-inclusive in Cancun, especially for families, offering a modern and upscale property with a good mix of fun and relaxation, with the one negative being the overall mediocre dining, bringing it in at number 10. Number 9, Hotel Riu Palace Los Americas. For a change of pace from my number 10 pick, this adults-only all-inclusive offers even more of a fun and lively scene. Some even call it a party property, but I wouldn't go that far. The lobby leaves quite the first impression with an ancient Rome vibe, with red and gold decor everywhere. It's an interesting choice, and this unique styling is carried into the 372 suites with columns and sculpted headboards, just very unique details, as well as balconies with direct ocean views, and feature amenities like minibars, turn-down service, and separate lounge areas with sofas. They were renovated in 2016, and when I last reviewed this property in 2021, they were still looking fresh. But now in 25-26, they're unfortunately starting to show their age, especially the TV, which is why it comes in at the bottom of my list. Also, a big tip for you guys, the DJ music at the party pool is usually played until at least 10 p.m., sometimes a little later, and you'll hear it even with the sliding door shut, so if you're a lighter sleeper, book your room away from that pool area. Dining is fine with a nice variety of options, although I will caution you that the 3 a la carte options open at 6, and during peak times like spring break, you should be in line by 5:30, especially for their steak restaurant, which is their best option. Otherwise, you'll be waiting 45 minutes to over an hour, so hope my tips help you avoid that. But where the property really excels is with their pools and beach. The resort features 2 pools, and the swim-up one is very popular during the day as it features music and is more of a party vibe, while the other pool is much quieter. Loungers around the terrace sun decks lead directly to the beach, which I encourage you to try because unlike many of the Cancun resorts, because this one is located on the more sheltered northwestern bend area of Cancun, the sand is very soft and smooth, and the calm water here is one of the best for swimming, which is a really great great bonus, I'd say the best swimming in Cancun. So all around, for an average nightly rate of $325 a night, with the exception of the older rooms, which could stand another refresh, a very good adults-only all-inclusive at the tip of the hotel zone, and a very solid option in Cancun. Number 8, Iberostar Selection Coral Cancun. This is such a beautiful property, you guys, especially the rooms, which are very spacious, including the bathrooms with great ocean views, just very light and airy rooms overall that give you a very relaxing feel. Staff is very good as well, especially the entertainment team. They keep everyone having a good time during the day, and every staff member goes out of their way to accommodate any requests or needs you may have. I'd say service is on par with Leblanc. Is it a perfect property? Dining, in my opinion, is good-ish overall. Not great, but fine, although service can be slow, which is unfortunately kind of typical for all-inclusives these days, even highly rated ones. The pools are lovely with some of the best pool service ever. No matter where you sit, servers will come and find you, just very attentive overall, and the beach is very well maintained, which is getting harder and harder to find these days. Sand is very soft and they rake it multiple times each day. You will see some seaweed in the water, but not much they can do about that. Entertainment during both the day with yoga, pickleball, sushi making, and then especially in the evenings is very good till about 10 p.m. And then the property gets pretty quiet. So if you like staying up late on your vacay, you'll be disappointed. But the good news is, no matter where your room is located, you can get a peaceful sleep, which is nice. So overall, a very good all-inclusive experience other than the dining, which could be better. And at an average nightly rate of $425, I'd even say it's one of the best all-inclusive values in Cancun. Coming in at number 7, we have the Old Faithful adults-only all-inclusive Leblanc Spa Resort Cancun. Located right in the heart of the hotel zone of Cancun and 30 minutes from the airport, this place feels like a sophisticated retreat. The rooms are elegant and very relaxing with a lot of great amenities like Lavazza coffee makers, jacuzzi tubs, smart TVs with Google Chromecast, hair straighteners in addition to dryers, just so many luxury amenities that you don't see at your typical all-inclusive. Dining is excellent, especially at Lumiere. The rack of lamb here is one of the best ever, but honestly, all of the dining is wonderful. Blanc offers a buffet for breakfast and lunch, and then becomes an a la carte steakhouse with Mexican options at night, and it's such a pretty spot, making for the perfect date night. So elevated dining for sure at this resort. I think it's impossible to have a bad meal here. Heading outside, while the beach is beautiful, the waves can be surprisingly rough for Cancun, and the beach does get a decent amount of seaweed, and you'll see vendors from time to time as well, since it's not a private beach. But the freeform pools are wonderful. They have 3, and I recommend the smaller infinity pool on the 3rd floor, which is much quieter than the main one and has great views. And surprisingly, considering its proximity to the hotel zone, it's a pretty quiet and relaxing property. Not too much in the way of nightlife other than the 3rd floor lounge where bands play. Their fire show is pretty cool as well. Check that out if you can. But you have nightlife so close that I don't find that to be a negative. But the real highlight of this resort is their service. Everyone is always very attentive with things like cold towels and coconut water at check-in, a staff member to unpack your suitcases, bottled water and ice buckets included around the pools. You just feel pampered with these thoughtful little touches wherever you go. The one negative of this place is the price, which is why it hasn't cracked the top 5 on any of my lists for the last 2 years. Beginning at an average rate of $800 a night, it's become too expensive for many of us, which is such a shame because it really is one of the best adults-only all-inclusive resorts in every category in Cancun. Number 6, Haven Riviera Cancun. Another adults-only all-inclusive. I should have just made this an adults-only video, but this is another very sophisticated and luxurious property. Located only 20 minutes from the airport, they do offer private transfers for an extra fee, and they'll track your flight, so even if you're delayed, they'll know when to be there, which is very nice. The rooms are all wonderful. We found the Romance Junior Partial Ocean View to be the best value, but they all come with balcony that has a jacuzzi or swim-up pool access, mini bars which are restocked daily with flattened sparkling water, soda, beer, and snacks, and room service is included as well. And while it isn't great, it's nice to have on your arrival day if you're very tired. There are two main pools to choose from outside of their club level option. One is the main and, of course, a quiet pool. Both have swim-up bars and drink service, and the nearby snack bar by the quiet pool has great guac, BLTs, and ceviche. Highly recommend the food by the quiet pool. The beach is private with drink service. Very relaxing and peaceful here, although it does get seaweed and it accumulates here more than some of the others. Plenty of bars sprinkled throughout the property. Drinks are very generous, although don't expect premium liquor. Dining is the only weak aspect. It's not bad, of course, just okay, although breakfast at their buffet is really good with amazing omelet station, chilaquiles, tamales, fresh fruit. So fill up on breakfast, that's my advice. And honestly, the Italian place for dinner is pretty good as well, with good pizza and a nice seafood risotto, but overall, dining is just okay. A nice variety of activity options here with cooking and mixology classes, water aerobics, cabaret at night, which offers nightclub nights, magic shows, and karaoke. Skip the burlesque show though, yikes. So overall, fantastic rooms, lovely staff, very nice pools which don't get crowded, peaceful and private beach, good activity variety, with the downside being the mediocre food, but at an average $675 a night, taking all of its strengths into account. Should the food be better at that price point? Only you guys can decide that. Kicking off the top 5, we have Hyatt Zilara Cancun, another adults-only all-inclusive for you guys. This one sits just 20 minutes from the airport and 15 minutes to downtown. Plus, you're in the hotel zone, so you have direct access to a lot of dining, shopping, and entertainment. The check-in process here is one of the best. You get bottles of water, cooling towels, complimentary sparkling wine, and staff handles all luggage delivery. However, they do have sales staff that try to give you a spiel on the property, saying it's not a timeshare, but clearly that's what it is. They're not overly pushy, there are way worse out there, but just wanted to give you a bit of warning. This is an all-suite property with 307 options, and they're very nice overall with great ocean views, even if you're on a lower floor like 3, which was a pleasant surprise. Furnished balconies, jacuzzi tubs, and really nice waterfall showers. Outside, the beach is really great with plenty of seating, although the front row cabanas do require an extra fee, but still plenty of free ones. Beachside drink service is good, plus there's a beachside bar if you just want to go get your own. The downsides: waves can be a bit rough, and there is seaweed, plus it is a public beach, so you will see vendors, but they're not aggressive in our experience, so very easy to ignore and enjoy your lounging if that's what you wish to do. The pool is a huge beachfront freeform infinity one with swim-up bar. Very nice pool experience overall, although loungers are harder to come by than they are on the beach. Activity options are great as well, with trivia by the pools, Pilates, tequila and guac tastings and demos. And at night, the live music, acrobats, and dancing is all better than most as well. But some of the strongest aspects of this property are the dining, really good. Even the buffet and room service are much better than most. The bars are better than most all-inclusives, as their bartenders explain that they're not required to follow a set drink ingredient list. So basically all the bars have craft cocktails included, and then the service overall is very good as well. They're very well staffed in all areas, which is super rare these days, and just very friendly and pleasant. Nightly rates here are pricey, depending on season of course, with the average being $850 a night, or you can pay with 35,000 points a night during off-peak season and 45,000 points during peak season. Just noted that due to newer regulations, even if you book your stay on points, you will need to put a credit card down at check-in to pay the $30 eco fee for tourists, so don't be caught off guard with that. But overall, one of the top adults-only all-inclusives in the hotel zone, bringing it in at number 5. Number 4, Moon Palace Nizuc. Okay, so right off the bat, some clarification because this can get very confusing. Moon Palace Cancun includes Sunrise and Nizuc, and then you have the Grand at Moon Palace next door, which is a completely separate booking category. Guests staying at the Grand can access Sunrise and Nizuc, but not vice versa. So if you want to look at it in a positive light, you're getting 2 different vacation experiences within one massive resort. But the place is massive. I believe it's the largest in Mexico. So for our countdown, I'm focusing on the Nizuc section, which is smaller with more of an intimate vibe. It sits right in between between the two sections and is much quieter as well, as you're more removed from most of the offerings. The lobby really has a wow factor. It's really nice, albeit not authentic. They have a bar right in the middle where you can grab a drink during check-in, and staff will give each guest a wristband, which also serves as your room key. The rooms are all very nice. I recommend the Superior Deluxe Ocean View, which has a jetted tub in the room, and all rooms in this section are oceanfront with direct beach views. And they are slightly larger suites in the other sections, but have a smaller balcony. So overall, I'd say this section has the superior rooms, which is another reason I recommend it. Pools at this entire property are the main draw. Great design, especially for the Nazook section, which has interconnected parts that wind along and make them feel more private, with plenty of nooks, places to lounge, and swim-up bars. The beach, however, is less impressive. While the seaweed on the beach isn't too bad, the water is pretty dark and murky, which can be disappointing if you're expecting clear blue or turquoise water, so keep that in mind if a good beach is a priority. Dining is very good here. The Nazook section has its own buffet, Brazilian steakhouse, Mexican option, which I recommend for the overall experience of strolling mariachis and tableside guac, very good. And even the buffet is very good and has a nice variety. Service is also surprisingly good considering how massive the overall property is. Poolside drink service pays attention to your preferences and remembers the next time you return, which is nice. They straighten towels on your lounger when you get up, and housekeeping is very thorough as well, so shout out to them. Pricing at this property varies a lot. If you're in the main Moon Palace section, you're looking at about $400 a night, while the Nazook section averages $700 to $850, so quite a difference. So overall, if you're looking for a big mega resort all-inclusive experience, but want more quiet and relaxation in the middle of it all, this is one of the best. Let's kick off the top 3 with the very underrated Sun Palace Cancun. So this place isn't for everyone. It's a couples-only all-inclusive resort located on the more peaceful southern edge of the hotel zone in Cancun, and it's perfect for couples looking for a romantic all-inclusive escape with incredible views, a big white sand beach, and plenty of relaxation. Due to its unique shape, every single room features a private balcony, which will overlook either the gorgeous turquoise ocean, unlike my last pick, or tranquil lagoon on the western side. The rooms themselves feature canopied beds, double jacuzzi tubs, and his and her sinks in the bathrooms. Now, it is smaller than many of the resorts in the area, with only 252 rooms, but still offers plenty of amenities with 4 restaurants, no reservations required, 3 bars, and 24-hour room service. And the service is very personalized and attentive, beginning at check-in in the upscale lobby, where you'll receive a yummy hibiscus drink, and when you're ready to relax, grab a lounger or daybed, which line the 3 infinity pools, all facing the ocean. The main pool does get pretty lively since it features the swim-up bar and volleyball. However, the vibe at the pools overall is much more low-key than many of the resorts on my list, mostly due to its smaller size and, quite frankly, lack of children. If you're looking for nightlife, there's not much here other than nightly shows. Clubs are about a 15-minute drive north. Rates begin around $525 a night, which, considering the quality of experience you receive, are much less than you'd expect. I really can't say enough good things about this all-inclusive, other than it's the perfect retreat from everyday stress. You can completely relax here, far more than most properties in Cancun, and it's just ideal for couples seeking a laid-back, quieter option with the most amazing views everywhere you look. Climbing the list to number 2, we have Grand Fiesta Americana Coral Beach, Cancun. First, this place has a great location. While it's 30 minutes from the airport and 20 from downtown, you're still within walking distance to other resorts, dining, nightlife, and shopping, including only a mile and a half from Plaza Flamingo and La Isla Shopping Mall, so good location. Let's just get their 1 week-ish area out of the way right off the bat, the rooms. They have a lot of options. You can book up to a 2-bedroom oceanfront suite if you're traveling as a group or family, so they're nice and spacious with incredible views in the oceanfront options, but the style is starting to feel dated. Maybe it's just a personal preference, but I feel like they could stand a refresh, although there are rumors that they will be renovated very soon. The beach is a highlight, one of the best on my list, and in Cancun for that matter, just less crowded and chaotic than most, with that classic turquoise color that you imagine in Cancun, and you can swim here as well, finally, right? Dining is strong as a whole, whole, I'd categorize it as above average with a solid buffet, especially for breakfast, with made-to-order omelets, fresh fruit, and pastries. And the winner for dinner is Le Basilique, which a lot of guests dress up for, and it's a wonderful experience. Oh, and drinks are surprisingly good. If you ask for something specific that's off menu, they're very happy to accommodate, especially in the lobby bar. Entertainment is low-key, pool games during the day, live music, dance shows at night, but a very good entertainment staff overall. Which brings me to one of the best parts of this place, their kids club. It's so good. A lot of guests actually book this place just for the kids club. So it's basically a whole dedicated multi-floor building with climbing walls, art rooms, cooking and science corners, very good staff as well. I'm telling you, every kid loves this place and wants to stay forever. So overall, especially for an average nightly rate of $550 a night, I'd say if you're traveling as a group or family, this all-inclusive is one of the best in Cancun for you, maybe the best, offering the perfect balance of strong dining, attentive service, attractive beach, and good activities for families, with the one downside, in my opinion, being the outdated rooms, bringing it in at number 2. Which brings me to our number 1 pick, the best of the best, Live Aqua Beach Resort Cancun. Located right in the middle of the hotel zone, it's literally across the street from La Isla shopping mall I just talked about, but despite its central location, it's a surprisingly quiet adults-only all-inclusive and very elegant and modern with beautiful grounds and a very peaceful atmosphere where you can smell a relaxing blend of essential oils throughout the property, including in the 371 lovely and sophisticated rooms, which were recently renovated and start at 353 square feet, so on the smaller side, but the in-room perks more than make up for it, offering everything from in-room aromatherapy and pillow menus, espresso machines, molten brown products, robes and slippers, along with beautiful Caribbean views, which you can enjoy on your lovely balcony. Outside, you have 8 oceanfront pools to choose from, including a huge infinity pool that's surrounded by trees and plants and offers a good combination of loungers and linen-draped cabana beds, very luxe, for guests who want to relax around the pool for a while. And you can choose from connecting pools of various depths, which separate the gardens from the beach. Activities are pretty laid back, in keeping with the overall vibe. You have yoga, beach volleyball, pool bingo, karaoke, a nice spa. So not as strong as some of my other picks, but you are very centrally located. If you'd like more options off-site, very easy to do. Dining includes several cozy outdoor restaurants, including casual Italian dining and a steakhouse lit by lanterns and surrounded by mangrove trees, very romantic. Plus very good Mediterranean food at Azur and fresh seafood at Sea Corner. So as you can tell, this adults-only all-inclusive is best suited for couples and groups of friends looking for pampering and more of an upscale property. And for an average nightly rate of $675 for double occupancy, you get one of the best luxury adults-only all-inclusive options in Cancun. So as you can see, Cancun offers incredible all-inclusive resorts, and whichever of these 10 options you choose for your next vacation, I know you'll have a great time. I have some exciting videos coming up for you guys, so if you haven't already, please subscribe and be sure to follow my Passport Pages Instagram for even more travel tips and reviews. This is Vanessa for Passport Pages. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, guys.